Hey guys! So while Halloween may be over, I don't know about you, but I refuse to relinquish my pumpkin spice so easily. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make one of my super cute little pumpkin spice cookies that has a little bit of pumpkin on top. For today's tutorial, you're going to need some yellow clay of your choice. I'm using zinc yellow from Primo. You're going to need some red clay of your choice. I'm using Fimo. I think this package is kind of too far gone for me to see what the name of it is, but it's Fimo Soft, just the bright red color. You're going to need some ecru clay or a dough colored clay of your choice, and you're going to need a blue of your choice. I'm using Aqua Fimo Effect. For tools, you're going to need the findings of your choice. I'm using ice screws. You're also going to need some chalk pastels. I use this little Tamiya Decor series palette that has 3 different colors for making baked goods. I've just got some on my finger, but you can really use whatever you want. This is just what I happen to have. You're also going to need a star mold, a needle tool, a toothbrush, or some sandpaper, whichever you prefer for texturing. And if you'd like to glaze your charm, you're also going to need some glaze and a paintbrush, but that is up to you. So let's get started. So first, we're going to make the base of the cookie. You're just going to pinch off a little bit of ecru clay. I'd say you want about the size of like the tip of your thumb to your thumbnail, so this is a bit small. And then we're going to roll it into a ball. You're going to flatten it out into a flattened dome shape. And then to texture it, you can either use a toothbrush, which is what I'm doing. You can also use a piece of sandpaper, or what a lot of people do is you can put it down on sandpaper so the bottom gets done by sandpaper and then do the top with a toothbrush. Usually with my cookies, I do a lot more detailing on the top, but seeing as we are going to be covering a lot of the top with icing, I'm just going to make sure that the sides are really well done. Before we put anything else on, I like to just do the shading first, because that way you don't accidentally get some shading on your frosting or anything like that. So we do this light yellow all over. That just kind of like starts to add a little bit more warmth to it. And then I go in with a bit of orange. I'm using the brush side for this. And just start to kind of like go around the edges a little bit. Give it a little more depth. I love watching other people shade their baked goods, like whenever I watch clay videos, because I love the way it just goes from like looking like a lump of clay to looking like an actual cookie. And then we go in very lightly with a little bit of brown on the edges just to add that last little layer of baking. And now, again, before we add any more details, I'm going to add my ice screw. You can add this later, but I just like to do it now while there's kind of like it sounds really awful and kind of down on myself, but like while there's less at stake. So if, say I drop it 4 times again, it's just that I need to reshape the dome. I don't have to worry about if I reshape it, will the colors I put in bleed together, or any of that. I love this little like wheel of ice screws I've been using. I got it from AliExpress for like $3. So for the frosting, since it's pumpkin, we're going to be using some yellow and some red to make an orange. If you have orange clay, you're welcome to use it. I just like to kind of like go through open bars of clay without opening more if I can. It's like if I can make a color, I'm more likely to just try to make it. I think that's because I'm kind of messy and I'm really just concerned that I'm going to get the clays mixed together if I have too many open, as I have open right now. So if I can mix colors, I tend to just do that. Now this is where the star mold comes in. If you don't have a star mold, that's absolutely fine. You can shape your frosting however you like. I just really like the way the star mold looks. You can use a blade to cut off the excess, or you can just pull it off. It doesn't really need to be neat because this is going to be the bottom of your icing and you're not really going to see it. You're going to pop it out and right onto the middle of your little cookie, and you're going to flatten it out between your finger and thumb a little bit as you go, taking care to wipe after so that you don't imprint just a giant fingerprint in the middle of your frosting. Now we're going to take our needle tool and just starting in the middle, we're going to press down and roll out, kind of scooching back and forth at the end so that the line starts thinner at the middle and then thickens out as it gets towards the outside. And you're going to repeat that in kind of the crease of every point of the star. And this is why I like using the star, because I'm really bad at judging equal distances. So by having those points there, it's like a pre-made kind of guideline for me of where to do the indentations. And last but not least, we're going to add the stem and the vine and the leaf. Once again, you can use green clay if you have some lying around. I just didn't. I happen to have blue and yellow open. And when you have it all mixed up, look about like this, although it can be whatever color you want. Then we're going to roll out some finished snakes of that green clay. I have 3 here, but you can do 4 or 5. Just depends on like how much texture you want. And then just kind of twist them together. And here, it depends on if you want like a more tapered look. You can kind of like pull off the ends like this. Or you can cut them off with a blade. Then add this and push down a little bit. And then last but not least, we're going to add the little like vine. And to do that, you're going to roll a much thinner snake. And then you're going to twist it. I make a bunch of loops for the vine. And then carefully, I'm going to add this on. And then I use the tip of my needle tool to kind of like secure the end of the vine in place. And there you have your very own pumpkin spice cookie. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please let me know if you have any questions, and if you make this on Instagram, please be sure to tag me so that I can see your creations and share them in a future video. I hope you all are having a wonderful November and a wonderful pumpkin spice season, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye!